Mathan Allington is our Gadget coach. We've got him now at 23 to 7. Mathan, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Mathan, we talked about Felix Baumgartner, this amazing daredevil who jumped from, squillion miles up.
Yes.
How did he go in terms of people watching it live?
Very well. So on YouTube, on the Red Bull YouTube channel, they had 8 million people watching simultaneously the live stream of the jump.
So 8 million people around the world were watching him. Whatever time zone they were in, they got on board.
Yes. So I noticed here 7 Mate picked up the live stream, but it was in the middle of the night our time. But yeah, on YouTube, you can pick it up on any platform, so smartphone, tablet, computer, just suited people's needs, and they all jumped on, and it's sort of the new way of catching news and live events these days.
Mathan, I would be surprised. Red Bull, I don't know what they paid for the sponsorship, but I would imagine you're getting sort of Super Bowl figures there. That point. Must have been good value for money.
Yes, yeah, I'd certainly say so. The amount of exposure they've had as a brand, it's just plastered over every piece of uniform and outfit he had, and all the equipment. So they've definitely had the exposure they're after.
And speaking of gadgets, in a way, I just saw some more pictures last night on the telly with the view that he had as he came tumbling down and then stabilised. Just the cameras these days that you can fit on a helmet and so on, the quality is staggering.
Yeah, certainly getting high quality HD video, and even on a consumer level, there's units such as a GoPro, which a lot of bike riders or adventurers will have, putting on helmets, and they're waterproof, so they can take in the surf and all sorts. So yeah, even on a consumer level, these sorts of cameras are available as well.
In fact, we're going to talk to a young bloke a little further along, Hudson Pitt, the 17-year-old who's heading off for a Grand Prix at that age on the motorbikes. Last night, I think one of the channels had some vision, and it was from the front of his bike. So it's even being used on mainstream television, those little GoPro cameras.
Yes, yeah, very high quality.
I guess it's changing our whole concept of TV a bit, Mathan, because we're watching YouTube, but then we're watching it on tablets and even on our TV screens.
Yes, yeah, we can watch it anywhere, and it's all about the changing desires of the consumer to have it on demand when it suits them. So, with apps and all sorts, just people want to watch what they want to watch when it suits them, and not be dictated by traditional TV networks as such.
Mathan, that wouldn't be great news for, say, Channel 9, who are in a bit of bother with the money?
Yeah, it's not across all of the details, but it's especially as well they're trying to negotiate out of debt and try to keep alive in a case where possibly viewers might be dropping or looking for faster alternative methods, and they're trying to keep a network afloat and seeking advertising and sponsorship. It's come at a really crucial time for them.
It's made it hard for the mainstreamers, that simple availability. Geordie Shaw, we were talking about yesterday with our TV man, Steve Moggs.
Yeah.
At our joint, there's a certain teenager who's seen the series already.
Seen the whole series already, yeah.
Because, they start to talk about it because they can. So, Mathan, it puts paid to this idea of fast-tracking from the US, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. So there were reports, particularly with Homeland, which is personally one of my favourite shows on Network 10. As an example, on Sunday night, had 630,000 viewers around the country. For their premiere last year, last season, it had 1 million. So it's just a symbol of the pressures the TV networks are having, trying to keep up, and they talk about fast tracks from the US, and Foxtel has Express from the US, and they're trying to get there before the consumers get to it. But consumers have a number of ways of getting around these, such as US iTunes accounts to legally pay for the product, but getting it before it gets to Australia because they want to watch it as soon as possible. They don't want to have to be dictated by the networks. They want to get it when it suits them.
So this goes to the idea of screen time. On the one hand, we may be not watching it as well. We know that we're not watching in the big numbers we were for the big shows on the traditional channels, but we are watching more screen time. Yeah,
we certainly are, and with the advent of higher speed internet, watching more and got access to a wider range of material. So it's suiting people's individual requirements. If they've got a niche or a particular show they're after, they can watch the whole series rather than just one each week. That they can watch what they want when they want.
Now, are you into marathons, Nathan? You get into these?
Yeah, a little bit. I've one of my favourite shows from a few years ago is 24, and that's a great one to watch in a marathon. I like a bit of adventure and intrigue in the storyline.
So how do you set yourself up? Do you sort of, get the toasted sanger ready, or, because a marathon, obviously there are certain rules involved.
Yeah, I just line up the discs and get the food and drink ready and make myself comfortable on the couch and lots of cushions and I'm ready to go.
Okay, thanks, Nathan.
Thank you.
Nathan Allen's getting a Gadget Coach.
It's easy with Gadget Coach.